Have you heard that joke about the moth? There's a guy who goes into a doctor's office and the doctor says, well, what seems to be the problem? And the guy says, I keep having this dream that I'm a moth. And the doctor says, but, I'm a medical doctor. You don't need to see me. You need to see a psychiatrist. And the guy said, well, yeah, I was going there, but your lights were on.
Like a moth, I'll fly to you.
I don't know what Mothmen put the Mothmen on.
Every once in a while, when I'm opening up in the morning, not so much that I see him, but I see hints or traces that he's been around,
Maybe this isn't a hangout on this corner, but I know the buddy, further west, he's seen him around there. He gets him all the time.
Do you have any friends that have seen them before?
No. I'm foreign.
I'm not sure where they live right now. I'm sort of nomads.
I'd love to be out at night and see that. I'd love to see people climbing a light post with wings and kind of circling around. I think that'd be great.
Personally,
I wouldn't do it.
To you is all is true when you're broken in two.
Well, these guys are coming about every night. Didn't used to be as bad.
You just don't understand.
There are plenty of lights in this city. This is not the only one.
You're blind, man. You have sight, but you lack vision.
I have both.
Well, the fact that they've grown so large in numbers over just a few months is atypical of religious groups such as this. Now, this whole idea of guerrilla worship, that's completely revolutionary. On any given night, there may be 6 or 7 separate groups meeting, all acting entirely independently, connected only via John.
You don't understand.
I do understand perfectly well.
No, we are here to worship with my fellow keepers. You do not have a clue, do you?
Well, I grew up from a very poor background. I was born in a log cabin I helped to build, and I developed an interest in insects about the time I first saw the movie Mothra. And they got the 2 little Japanese girls that sing, and they had the sequel where they fought Godzilla. I said, well, that's for me. I just love the moths. I don't think there's any scientific basis for their beliefs about the moths, but hey, their guess is practically as good as ours, because we don't actually know the scientific basis for why moths are attracted to the light.
Besides you, how many other followers are there?
Oh, yeah, a rapidly growing group. We welcome new members. Please come and join us.
Do you have an approximate number currently?
It's growing so rapidly, it's hard to put a number. I would say well over 35.
有了更多的了解，对这个看似有点荒唐愚蠢的宗教，请大家期待进一步精彩的故事。谢谢大家。
I was talking to a moth the other evening. He was trying to break into an electric light bulb and fry himself in the wires. Why do you fellows pull this stunt? I asked him. Because it is a conventional thing for moths. Or why, if that had been an uncovered candle, instead of an electric light bulb, you would now be a small and sightly cinder. Have you no sense? Plenty of it, he answered. But what does that matter? It is better to be happy for a moment and be burned up with beauty than to live a long time and be bored all the while. I think that's the lighter aspect of it, the fact that we're drawn towards beauty. We're drawn towards the divinity. That's exactly what a moth is, what a moth represents, what a moth does. That's why we worship the moth.
Well, it has a lot to do with John, their leader. He's captivated the minds of these lost souls and told them to move towards the light. As far as the younger people in the crowd, I think they're following along for the fad of it. There are more devoted members, but at this point, many are just jumping on the religious bandwagon.
Walking here today with you, I made an interesting observation. Alone, we have not a lot to give. We have no strength. But together, we have strength. The more we have of us, the stronger we become. Do you understand? I'd like to read one quote from book that I was reading today. Y pare que se vea que no es constante esta solución de la primancia del entendimiento en los autos. Santa María Espuela. Agua. Agua.
Yesterday, a local cult leader was caught in an alleged satanic sex stabbing scandal. The man has dozens of followers throughout Milwaukee who call themselves the Keepers of the Light. The moth leader was found with 2 women and a dog carcass. They are accused of stabbing a Wauwatosa man after a night of what they call Lucifer's intimacy.
I am the priest of the Seekers of Light. We worship that which we find holy, but most people take for granted. The light. Every night through my window I've heard the interactions between the guards and my fellow keepers. They arrive late each night to celebrate the bright lights around the prison. They protest my arrest.
I think we should check this out.
Get out of here! Out of him! Yeah, you want the light? Yeah, you like this? Come on. Follow this light out of here. Hey, free John!
Excuse me. Hey, can we talk to you for a second? Come back, please. Hey. Oh. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's talk to him real quick. Hey, can we have a couple of words about what happened tonight at all?
Well, we're actually done here with the guard and all. But if you'd like, there's an organized street prayer on Linwood and Kramer. This is in honor of John. Light guide him. I must go now.
There he goes.
Free John!
Let the light guide him!
Free John!
Let the light guide him!
Let John free!
Let the light guide him!
Let John free!
Let the light guide him!
Free John!
Let the light guide him!
Free John!
My fellow keepers, good evening to you all. I fear the news I have for you tonight is horrible and disgusting. As many of you are aware, or even witnessed, Ron Barr was the victim of a hit and run a week ago today. He died on the spot. I take responsibility